Welcome to a Monday devotional thought, Monday morning here. And as we're going through this book or letter that the Apostle Paul wrote to the church in Galatia, we're listening over and over to the same idea. He's just approaching it from a different perspective. He's saying, "You were saved by the grace of God. How in the world do you think you're going to earn your salvation now? How are you going to earn God's favor? By doing good things." Had a conversation just a few minutes ago with a brother who stops by every once in a while to visit, encourage me, and be encouraged as we fellowship together. We got to talk about how to baptize someone, just the physical mechanics of how to put them underwater gracefully and bring them back up out of the water gracefully. We got to talk about grace and how being saved by grace, there's nothing that you can do to earn your salvation. And there's nothing you can do to keep earning that salvation. We do good works because he has saved us. We demonstrate the character of Christ because he dwells within us, not in order to make him happy or to force him to save us. Paul was writing this to the church in Galatia. He says, as Isaiah said, "Rejoice, O childless woman, you who have never given birth. Break into a joyful shout, who have never been in labor. For the desolate woman now has more children than the woman who lives with her husband. And you, dear brothers and sisters, are children of the promise, just like Isaac. But you are now being persecuted by those who want you to keep the law, just as Ishmael, the child born by human effort, persecuted Isaac, the child born by the power of the Spirit." Now, the Old Testament we know is full of types and shadows, illustrating the New Testament realities. And this is one of them. And he's saying, those of you who recognize that you have been saved by God's power, it's the same thing as Isaac being born by God's power, by God giving Sarah the ability to conceive. This is the child of promise. That Old Testament story of Abram taking Sarai's handmaiden, Hagar, and having a child by her according to the flesh. It was their own ability. And if you're doing things in life that you can accomplish without the blessing of God, then you're missing the tremendous potential that God has for your life today. If your church is only doing what you can do, what you can afford, what you can accomplish, you're missing the tremendous blessing that God has for you. And if you think you're earning your salvation by keeping the law, you're missing the tremendous blessing that is ours in Christ Jesus, where he has accomplished our salvation. He is accomplishing our salvation. And one day we will be able to look back and say, he has accomplished my salvation. This morning, or whenever you're listening, I want you to be encouraged by the fact that this Old Testament illustration of Isaac and Ishmael, a son according to the promise and a son according to the flesh, is an illustration of what was happening in the first century church and what is still happening today, where the son of the flesh, Ishmael, was persecuting the son of the promise, Isaac. Today, those who are born of the flesh are persecuting those who are born of the Spirit. Don't be shocked or amazed, but continue to trust that the God who saved you through Jesus Christ by your faith and his grace is the God who saves you and is using you and preparing and equipping you, cleansing you, and making you ready for service, has good works for you to do, not so you'll be saved, but so that the name of Christ is honored and glorified. God bless you as you move through your day. I pray that you're motivated by the love of God, not by your own love, but by His love. I pray that you're filled with His joy and His peace and the rest of the fruit of the Spirit. God bless you. He loves you, and we love you too.